session. You will not see any of you up there at the top. You'll only see me. All right. So I'm going to cross my legs. And I want you to get your sitting bones on top of your block or your book, whatever you're using. And then we're just going to sit up super tall from your sitting bones and take some breaths. So let's go ahead and inhale and exhale. Good, and inhale. And exhale. Good, let's place the hands on the sides of the ribs so you can feel the rib cage expand. Inhale. Exhale. And if you want to accommodate your rib cage by just putting a little bit of pressure against the ribs, which will kind of squeeze the lungs together. Inhale, let the lungs open. And exhale. Breathe in. And out. Start to draw your abdominals back so the belly button pulls back on your exhales. Inhale. And one more time. Good, put the hands on the kneecaps. On your next exhale, you're gonna just make a nice little twist to your right. You're gonna use your left hand to push into the front of your knee to help you come into that rotation. Come back center, breathe in. We'll go the other way. Exhale, ring out. Ooh, I just got a nice slow pop there. Inhale, center. Good, try not to scrunch up the shoulders at all. Exhale, rotate. Inhale, center. And exhale, rotate. Good, we'll do that one more time. Breathe in. And twist. Good, one more time. Good. Extend the legs out in front of you. This should be okay, especially if you're sitting on a block. It should be okay for your hamstrings, that you have enough space for your legs. All right, let's reach the arms in front. Take a breath in. Let's just go ahead and drop the top of the head, go round down through the neck. Pull the ribs backwards as the spine flexes forward. And then inhale, sit back up. So you can stay anchored right on top of that block while you do this. Exhale, draw in your tummy. That'll keep your hips still. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, curl forward. So it's a flex from your upper spine. Exhale, flex forward. Inhale, sit up. Resist the temptation to reach from your shoulders. So just flex your spine. Breathe in. One more time. And flex forward. And sit up. Good, we're gonna drop the arms down. Hopefully you have enough room to let the arms swing along your sides without touching the floor. So we're gonna swing back, up, down, lift, circle. Inhale, shoulder height. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, lift up and around. And drop the arms. This is a reformer exercise. Inhale, arms forward, just a shoulder. Exhale, draw the arms down. Inhale, up and circle. We did this also on Tuesday. Inhale out, exhale down. Inhale, lift. And circle. Let's do two more. Inhale, exhale. And then we're going to add the two exercises together. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Sitting super tall. And down. Good. Bring the arms forward. Flex the spine. Draw the abdominals back. Good. Inhale, sit up. Swing the arms down. Lift them up. Circle around. Inhale. Exhale. Flex the spine. Good, sit back up, drop the arms, lift them up and around, arms forward, exhale, flex the spine, inhale, sit up, drop the arms, reach and circle. Two more, flex the spine, keep those feet flexed, up, down with the arms, up and around, last time, flex the spine. Come on back up, drop the arms, circle, and around. Good, bend your knees. We're still sitting on the block. No falling off, please. Arms in front of you, tuck and curl back. You won't be able to go very far because you're sitting on top of a block, right? And then come back up. Exhale, tuck and curl back. Good, so just use the space that you have. So you're gonna move between the top of the tailbone and the sitting bones. Exhale, tuck and curl. Inhale, sit back up. Exhale, tuck and curl. Inhale, sit back up, don't fall off. Exhale, tuck and curl. Inhale, sit back up. One more time. Exhale, tuck and hold there. Let's do little pulses. Let's turn the palms down. Little pulses right here. Up, up. Legs are heavy. Up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and all the way up. So we're getting into that lower band of the abdominals right around the pelvis. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale, curl it back. Good, let's just lift that right arm up a little bit and lift up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Drop that arm, left side, here we go, up. 2, take a break if you need it. 3, 4, don't fall off your block. 5, 6, 7, 8. Bring the arm down. Oh boy, here we go. Arms up. Roll up to seated. Drop the arms. Lift them up, circle around. Good. Inhale, arms forward. Exhale. Lift them up and circle around. One more time. Up, drop, circle. Good. Arms in front. Curl back. Right arm lifts. Left, I'm sorry, that's my right, sorry. Hold here, little shaky in those abs. Let's lift all the way up. Bring the arms down, flex the spine forward. Sit back up, drop the arms down, lift up and around. Good, arms forward, tuck and curl back. Here, I'll do the correct arm this time. Right arm. Left arm, oh yes, hold, maybe go back just a little bit further, don't fall off. Bring the arms down, tuck, flex the spine. Sit up, drop the arms, circle up and around. Good, now we get to stretch the legs out. And again, because you're sitting on something, this should help the hip flexors and the hamstrings. Yes? That feels kind of nice, right? Let's put the hands on the floor. Don't fall off your block. Again, we're going to flex the spine. So you're going to walk your fingers away. And then you're going to walk your hands back. Let's take a twist to the right and a twist to the left. So I'm just going to use my inner thighs to help me come around. Inhale, exhale, flex your spine, pull your belly back. Walk your hands out. Inhale out there, exhale, come back up. Sit up nice and tall, press into the left side of the leg to help you twist right. Inhale there, exhale, twist left. Come center, we'll do that one more time. Flex the spine, cervical knot, roll down, walk the hands out. Go as far as you want without falling off. Inhale there, exhale, we'll come on back up. Good, press into your left thigh, twist, inhale, exhale. Right thigh and center. Let's open the arms for saw. Keep the feet flexed if you can. This should give you access to your hamstrings if they're tight, okay? We're gonna twist and we're gonna reach. Remember to flip that back hand. Inhale, exhale, twist and reach. Don't fall off the block, but use the extra space on the bottom of your legs to help you go further. Inhale, exhale, reach. Breathe in, exhale, reach. Good, last 2, exhale, reach, and one more time, exhale, and reach. Good, arms center, legs together, bend your knees. We're gonna slide off the block or the book, and you're gonna lay on the floor on your back, okay? I'm just gonna push the block to the side because I am gonna use it again later. How's everybody doing? Just checking on ya. Good, good, good. Awesome. I didn't get any fam today. No fam. I have to remind them, 15 minutes ahead of time. Okay. And you guys can see me okay, right? So we're gonna go into hundreds prep. So go ahead and lay down. And let's just do that breathing exercise again. So hands on the rib cage. You have a neutral spine. We have curves in our spine. I would like you to honor those curves. There's one behind the back of your neck, and there's one down here in your lower back. So I would like you to keep those curves. I don't want you to push your neck down, and I don't want you to push your back down, which causes you to tuck your pelvis. We're not going to do that. That's a glute booty exercise. We're not doing that right now. So let your glutes go. Let the back of the legs just relax. Find that small space in your lower back. Hands on the rib cage, thumbs behind. Inhale into the ribs. And then exhale and use a little bit of pressure from your hands to close the ribs. So I use this cue, not often, but sometimes, that knit the ribs together. So inhale. So what I want you to do is feel what the muscles are doing underneath the rib cage on the exhale. So it's not literally the bones that knit together, it's the muscles underneath. Inhale. So see if you can find those. This helps you flex the spine into your hundreds position. One more time, inhale and exhale. Good, so let's add some flexion of the spine. Inhale. Arms are lifted. Exhale, you're just gonna flex your spine by drawing the rib cage together. Inhale, go back down. Feel free to add a hand behind your head if you like. Exhale, flex your spine. So it's the same concept. We're just moving now. Your eyes follow your spine. So wherever your spine goes, your eyes need to go. So you don't keep looking at the ceiling if you're flexing your spine. Your eyeballs are looking right between your legs. Inhale, back down. Exhale, let's stay up for the next one. Let's do that arm combo. Here we go. Right arm up. Left arm up. Both arms. Hold. Bring the arms down. Drop the spine. Lift the arms to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, curl up. Right arm. Feel what happens to your core muscles when you do this with your arms, especially when you do both. Bring the arms here, drop the head and shoulders, bring the arms down. Let's do one more set of those. Support your head if this bothers your neck, okay? Curl up. Good. Lift up and down. Other side, up and down. We're gonna hold the arms here if that's comfortable for you. So reach back, start to drop the head and shoulders. Woo, good, and then bring the arms back down to your sides. Let's take the right leg up into tabletop, extend the leg out, and bring it back in. So just some hip flexion here. Differentiation in the hip socket, away and in, away and in. Last two, away and in. One more time, away and in. Switch sides, and leg goes out and in. So allow that leg bone to just kind of slip down and back into the hip. Breathe any way you want. You can exhale out if you want. You can inhale out if you want. One more time. Let's add a little bit more weight to the legs. So we'll go out, down, in. So we'll take it up, out, and around. Up, out, and around. Single leg bicycle. One more time. Good, switch sides. Bring it up, around, and down. Getting that movement happening. Last two. Last one. Good, place the feet on the floor. Move the feet so they're right next to each other. I'll turn a little bit. So your feet are connected and touching. Okay? So now you're gonna let your legs open sideways. So you may have to adjust your feet a little bit. So we're in a diamond shape with the legs. You're gonna press on your feet, hands are down, and you're gonna elevate your pelvis off the floor slightly. So you're just gonna come, little elevation. This is gonna get in the outside edges of the legs and then come back down. And exhale to lift. And come back down. Just kind of resetting that SI joint. Exhale up. And come down. And we'll just do one more of those. Up. And down. Good, close the legs. Lift that right leg up. Take the hands behind the head. Lift up the head and shoulders. Close the elbows slightly. You should be able to see them in your peripheral vision. Drop the leg down and one-sided bicycle. 2 more. 1. Good. That leg goes to the floor. You switch sides. You can rest your head in between if you like, or keep it up for an extra challenge. Here we go. Up and down. 1. We're going to do 2, 5. 4. Challenge yourself by lifting up a tiny bit higher. One more time. And 5. Good. Keep the head up if you like, or drop the head down for a moment. Let's take that other leg up again. Ready? Here we go. So you're going to lift, lower, come in, up, down. So we're adding the upper body, adding that flexion at the top of the spine. Last 2, breathe out. One more time. Good. Switch legs. Here we go. Lift up, bend, out. 2, bend, out. 3, and 4. Yes, getting warmer in that upper part. 5. Good. Head down, legs down. All right. Let's see. Tabletop legs. Arms reach. Head lifts. Pump your arms. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2. 8, 9, 10. 3. You can always do this with your head down. 4. When we get to 50, oh my gosh, we're going to add some legs. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right leg up. 6, 7, and left leg sweeps. And right. Oh, it just adds a little distraction. 1 more set each side, and reach up, down. Good, last time, and reach. Woohoo! And down. Oh yeah, abs are on fire. Arms out to the side, feet resting on the floor. Turn your head to the side. Just get a little decompression in your neck there. And then switch the other way. And switch again. And 1 more time. Fantastic. Okay, turn on your side, come up to seated. Find your block or your book. And we're just going to do a little side bending exercise called stretch the flesh. Legs are back out to the sides again. Let's go chest first. Go ahead and extend the legs as long as you can and flex the feet. We're looking for this stretch through here, and we're looking for a stretch through here. So we're going to do a little side bend and up. Anchor the sitting bones. They do not lift off of the book or the block. So we're going to do a whole bunch of these. So don't worry about whether you can get your elbow to your knee or not. Woo. So going right, I'm good. Going left, not so much. But as I go along here, I'm going to get looser. I'm going to start to really let those tendons and muscles expand as we keep moving. So you're looking for resiliency and expansion and contraction. You don't want a constant contraction, right? One side contracts, the other one lengthens. And if you look at it as lengthening, and then if you start to use your breathing with it, inhale, exhale. So my left side lengthens as my right side contracts, and switch. So they play with each other back and forth, right? One more time. we're gonna add a little bit of intensity to this by bringing the hands up and behind the head. Again, if this bothers you, your shoulders, anything like that, keep the hands here. This is your option. You can also go in front of your head. If you find that you're starting to pull on your neck, then don't put your hands behind your head, okay? You're not gonna lace your fingers together. You're just gonna hold the backs. Keep those legs flexed. Sit up really tall. Good, here we go. Side bend, over, and up, and over. Ooh, yes. And side bend, and side bend. Yes, and over. Feel the lengthening. Make sure you come back to that tall position when you return to your seated position. So sit up taller than you did before. Use the side bend to help you gain space. Over. Breathe in. One more each way, please. Yes. And center. Draw those legs in. We will revisit that in a little bit. Let's slide off. We're going to bring the block or book down towards where your feet are. And you are going to place one leg on top. So one foot is on the block, one foot is on the floor. This is going to create more work for whichever foot is on the block. Okay? So we're just going to go into some bridges. If your legs are out here like this, your hamstrings are going to go, what are you doing? This is not an efficient position for the legs. So you want to try and get those legs pretty close to you. You don't want to touch, right? I got a couple people who are super flexible and bring their heels right up to their sit bones. So you don't want quite that much flexion in your knee. But a nice, I don't know, 25, 30 degree angle there. So here we go, lift up and down. We're gonna do 8 of these, lift and lower. So you're just picking the whole spine up. We're not curling up. We're keeping those little nice curves in the lower back and back of the neck. 2 and 1. Good, hips stay down. Pick up the leg that is not on the block. You're gonna touch and lift. Touch and lift. Touch and lift. Touch and lift. One more time. Touch, lift. Take the opposite hand. Whatever leg is up, take the opposite arm behind your head. You're going to twist and touch. Twist. 3 more. Crossover. And 2. And 1. Yes, release your hands right back next to your sides. All right, put that right foot or whatever free foot back down on the floor, not switching yet. Here we go, lift the hips, hold the hips up. The leg that's on the block or the book is gonna be doing all the work. Free leg lifts up and down for 8, 7, 6. I'm not really using my upper body much. 4, I could take my arms away. 3, 2, oh yeah, and 1. Foot goes down, arms go down if they were up, and drop the hip back down. Let's straighten, you're gonna have to help me remember this on the other side. Let's straighten that free leg out, okay? Hand, opposite hand behind the head. Here we go, we're gonna bring the free leg up. If you can bend your knee if you want to. Take that other arm out to the side. Here we go, crossover for 8, 7, 6. This is all Pilates, it's just kind of jumbled up. 3, and 2, and 1. Longer lever, more weight, right? Bend the same leg, we haven't switched yet. It's tempting to push the book or the block away, so don't do that, please. All right, so this movement that we did a moment ago, this one up and down, we're gonna do that with the hips lifted. If that's too much, bend the knee, yes. Shorter lever, less weight. Lift the hips, stabilize, turn all those muscles on that wrap around the pelvis, that's your transverse abdominal. Use your arms if you like. Pick up the free leg, straighten it out. 8 times, here we go. 1, 2. If you're looking for a bigger challenge, woo, take your arms off the floor or just put your elbows down. 4 and 3. Oh, yes. And 2 and 1. Good. Replace that foot. Drop the pelvis. Take the leg that was on top of the block or the book and give it a hug. So we always expand and make the exercise a little bit harder every time. You can always back up, right? You can always back up. All right. Oh gosh, now we got to remember everything. I get carried away. I forget what I did. Switch to the other side, please. Here, I'll turn around. You don't have to. I will. All right, here we go. Just the hip lift. So this would be your first choice. You can always stay here. Lift. So this is your opportunity to figure out, what am I using to do the exercise? I'm pressing into my heel. That activates the backs of my legs. I'm really wrapping that pelvis up. Not a lot of work on the leg that's on the floor. One more time. Spine muscles are working too. They're keeping your spine really stable to come into that lifted position. We'll keep the hips down. We'll pick up the opposite leg, and we're just going to touch and lift. So just that nice little fold there at the hip socket. Breathe and move. Last 2. Good. Here, let's add the upper body. Yes. Opposing hand behind the head. Here we go. Cross over. Knee is bent. 2. Opposite arm to the side. 3. 4. 6. 2 more. 7 and 8. Good. Bring it down. Okay, so now we add the hip lift and the knee bend. Tabletop and down. So press into your block. Lift the leg up. Here we go, and tap. 2, 3. Stabilize the hip that's on the block. 4, 3. No dropping, no shifting, no twisting. Good. Foot comes down. Yes. Stretch that leg out. Okay. Here we go. Straight leg up. You can always back up to the bent knee. I have a lot more range on this side. We all have a funky side. So I can lift this leg up higher on this side. Last one. Are you ready to add the upper body? Opposite arm behind the head. Ready? Here we go. Curl, cross. Breathe out. 4, 5, 6, 7. One more time. And 8. Remember to back up if needed. Here's the most challenging of the whole set. Okay? Adjust your block. Pull it back towards you if it's scooted away at all. Hands will release off the floor if that's your choice. That does make the pelvis work harder. It is not allowed to drop or shift when your arms leave the floor. Here we go. Hips up. Free leg comes up. Straight leg. Here we go. Down and up for 8. I'm going to take my arms away. 6, 5, 4, 3. Really use that hip on the block. One more time. Yes. Up. Leg down. Pelvis down. Arms down if they were lifted. Pull that leg into your chest. That was nice. Let's bring both legs in. And let's just do some knee circles here. So I've got my hands on my kneecaps. I pull my kneecaps towards me. My lower back will probably flatten on the floor for the most part. Open the thigh bones away from each other. Bring the legs back around. Pull in and circle. We're going to do a little bit of this on hands and knees. You're gonna hate me for that. And reverse. 2 more. All right. Let's keep the legs connected and together and pulled in. Let's do our little frog exercise. So you're going to turn your knees out to the side. The heels are going to click together. And this is, believe it or not, easier to do with your head and shoulders up because the counterbalance between the upper body and the lower body works better. When your head is down, there's a tendency to kind of lose the spine integrity. So we're going to do it with our heads up. You can leave the exercise out if you don't like it. Put the hands behind the head. Close the elbows slightly. Pick up the head and shoulders. On your exhale, the legs will go away and in. Exhale, legs away. Feet are flexed. Away. This is, again, a reformer exercise. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Good. Legs in, heads down. Go back to the circling of your thighs. Again, a reformer exercise, but usually your legs are in a strap. And then you're going to reverse it. Hands on the kneecaps. Just 4 times. 3. This decompresses the hip flexors. Good. We're going to add on to the exercise we just did. So you're going to do either frogs, in and out. Otherwise, we're going to add on. So the legs will open side. So curl up the head and shoulders. Turn the legs out, heels together. You're going to go out, open, bend, extend, open, bend, extend, open, bend, extend, open, bend. Last time, extend, open, bend. Bring the knees back together, heads down. Circle the legs 4 times each way. I'm on a roll today, guys. And reverse. Some days are like that. All right, so remember, so we went out, open, bend, right? And so now we're gonna reverse it. So now you're gonna open, pull in, bend. Open, pull in, bend. Yes? Hands behind the head. Knees open, heels together. Curl up. So from here, you're gonna open your legs, pull them together, bend. Open, pull, bend. Open, pull, bend. Last 2, open. Inner thighs, bend. One more time, open, pull, bend. Yes. Hug those legs. Good, turn onto your side, come up to seated. Get those legs moving, you stop paying attention to the upper body. Come back up on your block, please, back to this position. This wedding album's getting more work in these last couple of weeks than it has in 20 years. Okay, I knew there was a reason I kept it. So let's go back to stretch the flesh, yeah? So we're here, or you're here, or you're here. So we just did a nice bit of work there. So let's see if we've got a little bit more space here. So here we go, side bend. And lift, and side bend. Anchor those hip bones. Anchor those sitting bones up on top of whatever it is you are sitting on. It's a spine bend. Spine bends to the side. Breathe. I like to inhale over and exhale to come up. That's me. So we're focusing on the trunk. We're focusing on the muscles that make the spine bend to the side. We're going to add a rotation. So come up to seated, please. I want you to twist, and I want you to roll down. So flex your spine. Come back up. Twist the other way. You can come back to here, right? If you're pulling on your head, come back to here. Curl forward. Come back up. I'm going to go back to behind my head. Inhale. I'm going to exhale, roll down. Inhale, come up. Twist, exhale, roll down. I'm going to try and remember to keep my feet flexed. That's just going to help me get those hamstrings stretched. Twist, curl down. All right, you ready to add those together? Here we go. You're going to side bend. You're gonna rotate. You're gonna curl up. You're gonna come center. Side bend. Rotate. Lift. Center. Side. Twist. Up. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Up. Center. Inhale. Twist. Up. Center. Two more. Inhale. Over. Up. Center. Last set. Inhale, over, curl, and center. Yay, good. Legs come together. Shake them up a little bit. Slide off your book or your block. Let's just put that off to the side for a second. Okay, we're gonna go to hands and knees. This is gonna be our extension series. So I know there's a lot of people that can't do things on their hands and their, because their shoulders, right? So the option I'm gonna give you, because this is gonna be a challenging little series we're gonna do here. So the option I'm gonna give the people who cannot go on their hands or on their elbows, you can put your pelvis down, right? And you can come onto your elbows, or you can come down and you can just do these extensions. That's all it is. You're just gonna lift the chest up and down. Okay, otherwise, we're here. We're on hands and knees. This is my preferred location, okay? This is what I prefer, all right? So you're gonna take that front leg, the leg closest to me, and you're gonna stretch it out. And you're gonna bring it in. And you're gonna take the opposite toe and you're gonna curl it, okay? So stretch that leg out, bring it in, lift up onto that curled toe, come on down. Stretch, in, lift. So we're doing this single leg lift here. Stretch out, in, lift your knee. Stretch out, in, lift your knee. Two more. Stretch out, in, lift your knee. You don't have to lift your knee, right? You can keep that on the floor. You can just hold there, lift your knee. Yes? Walk your feet back. We're going to planks. Hold your plank. Lift up your tummy. Lengthen your legs. Don't drop your head. That's a pet peeve of mine, that your head just falls, so do not drop your head. Bring your knees down. Shift back for a moment. Come back up to hands and knees. Extend the leg. Curl the toes. So this will be the front leg toes are curled now. Knee comes in. Lift up. Stretch out. Lift. You'll notice I'm not putting the leg down, that I'm moving. Lift. Out. In. Lift. Out. In. Lift. Two more. In. Lift. Last time. Out. In. Lift. Woohoo! Good. Uncurl the toes. Shift back to child's pose. Yes? All the way on the belly, please. Forehead down. Legs slightly open into the corners of your mat. Arms out to the side like you're an airplane. Pick up the head first. Pick up the arms. Tilt side to side. So you're just going to tap the floor. The arms will stay extended from the shoulder blades. And you're just going to rock on the front ribs, side to side. Inhale to one side. Exhale to the other. Inhale, rock. Exhale. Lower body's relatively relaxed. Don't squeeze your butt muscles. That'll just get into your lower back. Feel the hip points of your pelvis. Woo, one more time. Yes. Come center, drop the arms, drop the head and shoulders. Bring the hands backwards towards the feet. Palms are lifted. Pick up the head, pick up the arms. Fingers, thumbs are pointing towards the body. You're gonna lift up for 8, 7, 6, 5. Chest is up. 3, 2, 1. Turn so the thumbs are towards the floor for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Stay up. Take a break if you need to. Hold. Flip the hands completely so the palms are down. Thumbs are pointing outwards for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Arms down, head and shoulders down. Relax. Woohoo! Take a short break here. We're going to do swimming. That's where the arms kick and the legs kick at the same time. So the legs will do this, right? The arms will do the same. I don't recommend leaving your head on the floor. If you want to leave the exercise out, you can. This is 50 repetitions here. All right, so you're going to lift up the head. You're going to lengthen the legs out of the hip sockets, which will lift them off the floor. You'll take the arms to the sides. They can go airplane style or up a little bit into the corners. And kick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 3, 2. Keep breathing. 4, 5. I know this is long. 7, 8, 9, and 4, 2, 3, 4. Relax into it if that makes any sense. Last 10. Keep the breath going. Woo, and relax. Nice. Hands to the shoulders. Pick the hips up. Back to child's pose. Good. Bring the body forward. How's the knees today? If you can sit down like this, do it. Where your knees are completely folded underneath you. If you can't, I'm sorry. All right, I'm going to face you. Make some accommodations for your knees by adding padding underneath if you need to. Whew, we're moving right along here, aren't we? Okay, so you're going to take your right arm, you're going to place it on the floor. Not a lot of weight. You're going to take your left arm, you're going to thread it underneath. Drop that shoulder down. And then bring the arm out from underneath you and flip it to the back, just like that. So the palm is up. Flip it down underneath you. You did this on Tuesday and go underneath your arm. Good. Pull the arm away, stretch the arm out to the side, rotate the arm and the shoulder and push up. Then come down, rotate and go underneath. I'm going to add on here if you like. So I'm going to lift the shoulder off the floor. I'm going to come up to my knees. I'm going to take this leg up. I'm going to come up. I'm going to reach. All right. So now we have to come back down. This leg has to go back down to where it was. So you're going to come down. You're going to be on this leg all by itself just for a moment. Bring the hand down. Reach under. So now let's just make it nice and fluid. You're either sticking just with the threading of the arm or you're lifting that leg up off the floor. Open up the arm, lift the leg up off the floor, and reach. Inhale, exhale, come back down, replace the leg on the floor. And open, reach, pick up the foot, lift. You can even do a little teeny back bend there if you want. And come down. Take the leg off the floor and underneath. Last time. Lift up, reach, pick up the foot, reach back, and come back down. Good. Yes. Switch sides, yes? Thread underneath. Just take a moment here. Pull the arm out, rotate it back behind you, reach it. Bring it back underneath you and go under. And out. And extend. And under. All right, we're going to add that lift up of that leg if you're ready. Okay? Go out. Lift. Up. down. Hand goes back down, leg goes back down, drop the shoulder underneath. Pull the arm away, pick up the leg. The less touching you do on the floor, right, in the transitions, the more work you are going to do. So if I move my leg here without touching the floor or anything, that's going to force my knee that stays on the floor to work harder. That hip is going to work harder. Same thing on your way up. Up. Down and under. And last time, up and open. Yes. And down. And under. Nice. Good. All right. That was fabulous. Come sit on the floor with your legs crossed. We're going to stay off the block this time. Make a note of which leg you have in front of you. Okay? Right hand on the floor, side bend. Switch. Breathe. Doing a lot of side bending today, so you should have lots of space here. Each way. Good. So we're going to come down to our right side. Okay? You're going to stretch that bottom leg out underneath you. So again, my people, my shoulder people, right? This is going to be your go-to. Like people who have shoulder issues. Remember, you're not letting that arm bone slide off into the distance all by itself. Connect it into the shoulder socket and keep it there. You're going to have to activate serratus. This is this muscle under your armpit that's going to hold the arm bone in towards you, right? It's not just up to the shoulder. You're going to need that serratus, okay? So we're going to do some side planks. So this might be where you stay, right? This might be where you stay is here, okay? Option, stretch that top leg out, bottom leg is bent. This is going to give you some support. All right, so we're going to lift up. You're going to lift this arm. This is step one. Stay here. And then come back down. Okay? Step two is this leg is going to move. Okay? If you're not comfortable doing that, keep the leg down. Keep the support. Push into the shoulder. Activate the armpit. Lift the hip up. Lift the arm up. Here we go. Lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hips down. Yes. Take that top leg, bend it, stretch the bottom leg forward. We're still in this shoulder, so you're still working on this strength here. Flex that bottom foot and lift for 8, 7, 6. Don't let your top shoulder go backwards, right? 2, hold up, little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Bend your knee, come up to seated. Make sure the other leg is in front now. Okay? Your other leg is forward. Don't follow me. You pay attention to whichever leg you had in front first. Side bend. Because I'm opposite of you guys. So, side bend. Remember not to shrug your shoulders while you do this exercise. It's a spinal bend. One more time. Good. Stretch the legs out. Organize your arm bone in your shoulder socket, please. Super important. Don't let it fly off or out of the shoulder. Knees are bent. Nice and strong under the armpit there. Stretch that top leg out. Bottom leg is here for support. You're just going to lift up and hold. Your bottom leg is a kickstand. It is not the reason you're up in space. It's because your spine is up and it is on. and down. Yes? Okay, here we go. We're gonna add the legs. Leave just the side plank, or you're gonna add the legs. Organize the arm and the shoulder, lift the hip, and here we go, up. 2, 3, 6, 7, last one, 8, and down. Bend the top leg, stretch the bottom leg out in front of you. You're still organized in your shoulder. You have not slipped out of your shoulder socket. Pull in your tummy, flex the bottom foot. Here we go, up. Last time, little pulses up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good, let's lay all the way down. Adjust pants as needed. So we're gonna end our series with some balance work. Let's just lay here for a moment with the knees bent. And just notice anything that might be different from when we started. Take some breaths. I have a lot more body connected to the floor now than I did before. Feel heavier, but lighter. That makes any sense? Good. Let's turn to your sides. We'll come up to seated. And from there, you'll come up to standing. Take your time. All right, so I'm going to get my block or my book. And I want you to find something, if you need it, to help you balance. So you can use the wall, right? If that's something that you need. If you're pretty confident that you're all good and you're not going to fall over. So we'll start with the right foot up on the top, and you're going to end up standing up on top of the block or the book. You're going to allow this toe to continue to touch the floor. You're going to step down and lift up, step down and lift up. So now you're going to start to lift the foot that touches the floor. So it doesn't touch anymore. You step, it touches, you stand back up, it doesn't touch. Down and up. Get my angle right here. Down and lift. A lot of work in the standing leg, the one that's on the block. Now I want you to hold here. Feel free to take your arms to the side if you need that extra balance. So if you watch my fingers, especially on my left side, I'm going to do a hip drop and a hip lift. Hip drop, hip lift. So the right side of my body is not doing this. It's all happening between my rib and hip on my left side. Up and down. I feel a lot of work in here. The floor is always there, right? You can always put your toe down if you're going to lose your balance. 3 and 2 and 1. Now level your hips out. So this hip's not lifted. Level it out and give me some swings. Standing leg is very sturdy, very active. 5 more. Hips not moving a lot, right? It's mostly leg. 2 and 1. Good. And step down. Good. Shake those hips out a little bit. And go over to the other side. Sweating today. Knit cap probably doesn't help any, does it? So we're going to drop and stand. Keep the toe on the floor to start. Bend and stand. So my standing leg is bending down. Now I'm going to start to lift my foot down. Lift. So I'm balancing on the leg that's on the block. Squeeze all the way up at your booty there, right? At that butt crease. It's a butt thigh. And lift. And lift. Last two. Up. Good. Hold here. Here come our hip drops. Watch my fingers. I'm going to drop the right side and lift and drop and lift and drop and up. These make me sweat. This exercise makes me sweat. Something about all this work that happens in here. 3 and 2 and 1. Even out your pelvis. Swing your legs. You can always put your arms out for extra balance. If you want to make it super hard, move your arms around a little bit. That'll really throw you off, so be careful. 2 more. Last time. Yes. And step down. Good. Rock the hips side to side. Good. We'll go with a little bit of an open leg position with the legs turned slightly out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, flex the spine. Let the knees bend as you go down. Good. Just kind of collapse here on the floor without losing your core muscles, and then roll yourself. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, curl down, but stay active. Torso's active. Let the knees bend out to the side. Exhale, roll back up. Good, arms inhale. And exhale, curl down. And bend. And roll back up. Yes. Amazing job, you guys. Let me unmute you.
Thank you.
Susie, when you record these, where do you post them?